desire to win. Go on!
What was that noise?
41. Voice! What's up, bikers? I'm Jonny Thompson from Fit for Racing, and today the workout of the week is going to be testing. So I'm on our website right now, and I'm going to the testing part in my dashboard, and in there we can have a look at a series of tests. Each one needs to be completed. This is a new part to the website, and we will be using this data in the future. But in the interim, before we can do lots with it, we're going to do a little with it and help you identify whether you would benefit from a capacity or a strength bias program this off season. So the core program runs central, which most people will follow, but with our help, you can identify to see if you need more strength work or more capacity work, and we'll point you in the right direction. So the tests that we're going to do today, Pat and I, head to head, is a 2-minute test on burpees, thrusters with an empty barbell, and toes to bar, or variation of. We'll see Pat with his half reps. Don't comment on my depth on the thrusters, please. But before that, we are testing 3 rep maxes on strict overhead press and deadlift. And that way we get the weights that we can use to follow a program based on percentages for optimum strength gain, but also 2-minute tests on capacity movements that we can use in the conditioning, and then prescribe a number of reps per round, say, in a conditioning piece. That way, when you sign up and you see a program, you can change it depending on your test results, and then it makes it more tailored for you and your needs. Before any workout or particularly testing, it's good to get your heart rate up so your blood's flowing before then doing any mobility work, and then priming before hitting these heavy weights. So 5 minutes on the assault bike should be about it. And then we'll go through some opening of the shoulders and hips. So we're going to be doing strict press and deadlift. We'll do first press. Here, this is a good one. So stretching before testing. Here's something that might be a little bit contradictory to what you've been told. I believe that stretching before strength work is a very good thing. If you listen to the sports science, then a stretch muscle is weaker, and a lot of people take that as don't stretch before strengthening work. However, if you don't stretch and you can't get into optimum positions or get the range through the joints that you're training, then not only is it less effective because you're not getting the range, but it can potentially be dangerous as well. So like this overhead press, if I don't stretch my shoulders or mobilize and activate to get into better positions, then I'm going to be pressing out to the front or overextending my lower back to reach that lockout position. And the same on deadlifts and squats. If I don't mobilize my hips and potentially stretch it to reach those good positions, then I'm not going to get the range. It's all going to hit on my lower back. So stretch before strength work if it means you can reach better positions. Do more. Ooh. Always with strength work, do incremental sets of a lighter weight to prepare yourself for the actual heavy loads and the testing. What are you doing, Pat?
Just dumbbells. It's just isolates the load on each shoulder, doesn't it? Science.
Yes, science!
Science.
It's just, well, it's gonna just, it's gonna, I need more.
All I'm saying, they're gonna get I'm just, knock, knock. Who's there?
Pat's going for his 60. confident. 1, 2, 3. Oh! That's pretty much my limit right there, Pat. Good luck. Desire to win. What? I was already on my way to putting 70 on. Right, 3 rep max, 67.5, 60.
Make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me.
What's that noise?
Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. My girl so proud of your boy when they ask, is that your man? Yeah, that's me. And if I'm taking a shot, I don't miss. Who knew I would be at the top like this?
Well, generally, when you're working up to find a 3 rep max, then you're gonna make smaller increments towards the heavier side. So you do some reps at 40 kilos, and then jump to 60, 80, or even bigger jumps depending on what your max is likely to be. So then when you're getting closer, I might go 160 and then 170 and split the difference rather than going 160 and 180 to then potentially fail. Making smaller increments with a gauge on how it feels every time. And even if it gets heavy, you can stop at 1 or 2 reps. It doesn't have to be 3 every time on an incremental set. Ultimately, you're trying your best for a single set of 3 with spinal integrity. So I might go to 170 and it feels okay and stop at 1 rep and then put 180 on so that I get 180 without pre-fatiguing myself. There's some tips for you, Pat. Good luck.
And then we film to the official results, and then we turn the cameras off and do the unofficial ones.
Yeah. There's 2 different types of deadlift in this world. There's the performance enhancing strength gaining very good deadlifts that you're gonna see here. And then there's the do or die deadlifts that you know you can do, but you might die. Don't do those unless Pat beats me and I'm gonna do 3. Check back at the end with my cat 6-pack. I win. Check your form, check your form. Check your blood pressure. Woo. Easy?
Yeah.
Double overhand.
Yeah.
Someone did comment on YouTube about doing the pull-ups, but had to scale them because he hasn't got boulder shoulders like Jonny Thompson.
Boulder shoulders.
Yeah, I know.
I've never
That's my
heard a
left
shoulder
side.
be called that.
My right side's like twice as big. Tennis.
It's where you get the. This is the close-up. This is the. Only get my face in this lift.
The thing is though, Pat, when you enter that onto the website and you put 180 versus 160, it's what people see, the numbers. They're not gonna see your spine shoot out of your ass and paralyze yourself. No ego lifts, please. Numbers on the website don't reflect form. Keep your form.
Oh yeah, whoa. Keep me down, I'm going, and if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me.
You know what? I'm happy with 1.
Happy
with 1.
You ain't got a soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I been really happy you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting on me and when I'm sitting in. So if I ever win again, just know I did the minimum. I didn't have to sell my soul.
Oh, my spine! Oh, wow!
Who the best in this thing? Tell 'em, yeah, that's me. Tell 'em who.
Maybe I could count 1 of those as a good rep.
Make it bang, ooh.
So we're doing today a selection of tests that are on the website there to put scores into. The tests we're doing, you could probably do over 1 or 2 days. I think out of all of the tests, you'd be pushed to get them done in 2 days, but you can. What we want is true reflections of your athletic capability so we can benchmark it. So splitting up the test into 3 days, whichever worked for you. Today we're doing strength first. I think that's important to do that first so you're not then fatigued on things that might be a little bit more dangerous. And then 3 2-minute maxes. That would then leave back squats, a 2-minute back squat, pull-ups, what else, Pat? 20-minute test.
Yep.
And a plank.
2-minute cals, I think we had.
2-minute calories on a piece of cardio equipment or equivalent. So we know that not everyone has all of that equipment, so the equivalent on a turbo trainer or running. Yeah, so tune back in for the FTP showdown. Oh, subscribe, hit the like button, the bell button, all notifications. We are now going to attempt 2-minute max efforts on toaster bar. We're going to show you some variations of that, so don't worry if you can't do toaster bar. Burpees and thrusters with a free barbell, so 20 kilo barbell. Let's warm up and see how we feel. Feel great.
1 rep warm up.
1 rep warm up. Wow. Oh.
Got the feeling in your bones, make you feel right at home. Honey, does it well, keep me dancing till I'm dead.
How many, Pat?
20.
Woo!
Like this, head over heels, feels like this. The sun has got me on my track.
41.
46! 41? I thought you would be up in the 50s.
Just to be honest, I did no rep myself on a rep.
Did you?
Yep. My toes didn't hit. No rep.
All right, I'm on 13 then. Good to get a gauge of what you're capable of in time domains during the program. So if we did say on the minute, every minute, which is a good format to do this type of workout, multiple movements, and we had toaster bar in there, it might be 1/3 of your 2-minute max. And that would be a good gauge of what you could do in a minute, then move on to a different movement, something that's maybe opening the hip rather than closing, like deadlift, Pat. Oh, burpees, burpees. So to be fair, we could do these 2-minute tests of toaster bar, burpees and thrusters, and then work out 1/3 of each one, and probably do on the minute, every minute, for like 21 minutes. And that will be sustainable if you have good capacity.
It's worth doing.
It is worth doing. That's why we do it.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the motion, loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll.
39.
45.
Shit. 39. I was on 20 after 40 seconds.
Yeah, that first 20 were fast.
Yeah. I made a mistake. Final test today is 2-minute max thrusters, which is a front squat into an overhead press, 1 fluid movement. We're going to use a bar with no weight. So this is a conditioning test. So we don't want a particular weight or an RX medium weight. What we want is super high reps to see what your upper level of that kind of high pace is. So not all conditioning should be heavy. I know CrossFit is good for some conditioning, but often they go too heavy, too much. The volume's high, but ultimately CrossFit is a sport for a lot of people. So doing that is good because they get tested in that way. But for riders, it's not necessarily Always good to go heavy in conditioning workouts. So strength elements first, sensible, well-programmed conditioning. That's going to be better than just smashing yourself with heavy CrossFit type movements. We are on!
Hey, sir. Hey. Mungo soup recipe, man. Hey. Hey, sir. Hey.
Oh, 55, 64. Ooh. Wow. That's what a break does. That's it for workout of the week. If you want movement tutorials on all of those movements, we have very detailed tutorials when you sign up to a program on the movement library. And the tests, you can enter all of your data on the website to keep a record, and we will suggest which direction to go. Capacity, strength, or follow the core program. So for this off-season, work your weaknesses with Fit for Racing, and I will see you on the other side. It's your time, make it count.
Flame